Hey everyone, so this is going to be a tutorial on hashing. There are essentially four types of hashing. There's linear probing, there's quadratic probing, and there are a bunch of other ones, but we're going to discuss four of them. The first one that we'll be covering in this video is going to be the easiest one, and it's going to be called linear probing. So all hashing starts off the same way. What we do is we start by making a table from 0 to mod minus 1. Then we try and insert the number that we're modding into the correct index that's been given as our number to put it in. If it turns out we can't, then we do one of several things. And that's how all hashing starts, and the things that vary are going to determine what method we're using. So in this case we're using linear probing, so we're just going to simply go down one and try the next slot. And then if you reach the end, you go back up to index 0. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Right now, we make a table from 0, starting here, to mod minus 1. So if mod is 5, we have to go from 0 to 4, just like that. Alright, and we don't need these slots here for this method, but we will actually, interestingly, need them later. But for right now, we're going to start just by simply trying to do the basic hashing. So we start by saying we use this equation right here, and we're going to say 19 mod, also known as modulus, 5 this is just the remainder. So how many times can 5 go into 19? 3, with a remainder of 4. Okay, so when we do it again, 50 mod 5 is going to be 0 because there's no remainder. 89 mod 5 is going to equal 4. And lastly, 40 mod 5 is going to equal 0. So those are our numbers that we're going to get, and they're going to tell us the indices that we're going to try and put them into the table. So we've got 19 and that we're inserting first. We have to insert them in order. So this one would be 1, then 2, then 3, so on and so forth. So we try and insert 19 first. 19 goes at index 4. So we look at index 4, and we got index 4 because that's this right here. That was what our answer was. We try and insert 19. Because it's empty, we can. So we put 19 right there. Beautiful. Now we try and insert 50. 50 goes at index looks like 0. So we try and insert it at 0. Turns out we can because it's empty. Perfect. But watch, you'll note what's going to happen next is when we try and insert 89 into 4 once again, we won't be able to. Why? Because it's full. It already has 19 in it. So what we do is we simply try and go down 1. That's what linear probing is going to be. So we move down 1, and that would actually mean going all the way back to the top because we can't go further down. So go all the way back to the top when we try here. Well, turns out we can't go there, so we then go down 1 more. Oh, look, we can. We can put it in right there. So that would mean 89 is going to go right here. Beautiful. So then we try and insert 40. 40 can't go here because it's full. It can't go here, so we go down 1. This one's also full, so we go down 1 more. And look, 40 can go right there. So that's linear probing. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's give it another go. We'll do another one real quick. We'll move it a little faster. Let's see if I can just copy this table right here. Perfect. And we're going to do the same thing once more. So if we delete these numbers, we can then try doing it once more. So we start off again and we say, we're going to do this a little bit more straightforward. So 4 mod 5 is going to give us 4, because anything less than what you're modding by is just going to be whatever it is. There's no remainder. So 4 gets inserted at slot 4. And then we say 14 mod 5. 14 mod 5 is also going to be 4. So we try here. Turns out we can't, so we move down 1. And we insert 14 right here. And then we try 19. 19 mod 5 is going to be 4. So we try here. then we try here, then we try here. Turns out right here we can make it. 9004 mod 5. That's really not as complicated as it looks. We know mod can go into 9000 with a remainder of 0. So 9004 mod 5 is just going to be 4 once again. So we try here, we can't make it. We try here, we can't make it. Here, we can't, so we put 9004 right here. Last but not least, 33. Well, actually 33 is not going to be 4. Almost trying to trick you there. 33 is just going to be 3. So we can put that right here, and that's the final answer. Alright, one last one. Try this one yourself. Give it a go. Pause the video. Make sure you understand the concept. And I'm going to assume you did, so let's just go through it real quick. 3 mod 5, once again, is going to be 3. So we put it right here. 58 mod 5 is going to be 3. We can't put it here, so we have to put it here. And then we try 8 mod 5. Well, that's going to be 3 again, so we can't put it here. We can't put it here, so we have to move all the way back to the top and try inserting it here, which we can. And last but not least, we put it in 68. 68 is going to try and go in 3. It can't. It's going to try and go in 4. It can't. It's going to try and go back to 0, but it can't. And then finally, we can put it in slot 1 right here. So that's linear probing. It really is very straightforward, but keep in mind this is the easiest way to hash something, but there are a lot of problems that come with it. Important points to note is that you might not always be modding by 5, so really look at that, because you might be modding by 7 or by 14, and it really doesn't matter. You just got to keep in mind that whatever you're modding by, you have to build the table from 0 to mod minus 1. So in this case it was 0 to 4, and you're going to keep going from there. That's the only key point I can think of right now, so hopefully you guys figured it out, you understand how to do it, and you learned. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.